For me It's underground, moving out 4 miles around. There is a sound, it's underground. Let's move it out, boys. I hear a voice from 100 miles away, getting somewhere closer every day. With or without, it's easy for me, without a doubt. As I spend my days searching for ways, love is all we do. So is radio, Russian radio.
restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Too many shadows.
eternally. 'Cause I think about you when you're far away, and I dream about you night and day. And I make you want me the way that I want you. 'Cause I think I love you. Could you love me too? Take me to your heart, never let me go. If you knew what I'm feeling, you would not say no. Take me to your heart, never let me go. For your love, for your love. If I move to you, would you move to me? How many times changing your mind? How many days wasted away? How many words? What will it take? How do we work out this mistake?
Que música é essa que tá tocando?
Eu não te entendo.
Entendo. Eu não entendi.
There once was a time and there once was a way. We had something going into my dismay. Attention to me seemed to drift, though I don't know where. And when we're alone, seems there's nothing to say. I bring up the topic, you push it away. You say that you do, but I think it's just you don't care. Why do I feel you're using me? Are we an item or are we just two? I need some commitment, all I ask of you. Your lifestyle can change, don't be afraid what you think's in store. I know what's on your mind, you've got lots to lose. Your shallow acquaintance is what's there to choose. You won't get too deep even though I'm worth so much more. So think about it carefully.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime.
Do you want to hustle? That's right. Do you want to salsa? That's right. Do you want to hustle? That's right. Do you want to salsa?
I've been away for a long, long time. I don't know what's going on, but I don't care. They say you're gone. It's like I do not exist. Well, I'm down, sitting around, and I don't care.
I
on the run, 'cause you're not there. I don't know how long I can resist the look you're giving to me. Yeah, I feel scared.
Yes, do you have any drums in your house?
Right now, and it's going to be a very, very big cut.
Hi everyone, I'm your best friend back in town again to get you on your dancing feet.
Get on it. Move your feet to the rhythm of the beat. Move your feet to the rhythm of the beat. Move your feet to the rhythm of the beat. Move your feet to the rhythm of the beat.
e la fa.
Poi d'improvviso venivo dal vento rapito e incominciavo a volare nel cielo infinito. Volare, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. E volavo, felice, gridando del sole ed ancora più su. Mentre il mondo pian piano spariva lontano laggiù. Una musica dolce suonava soltanto per me. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Volare, ma tutti i sogni nell'alba svaniscono perché practice what I preach. I'm not trying to say I've had it all my way. I'm always willing to learn when you've got something to teach. Oh, and I'll make it all worthwhile. I'll make your heart smile. Pain, will you return it? I'll say it again. Pain, pain, will you return it? I'll say it again. Pain, pain, will you return it? I'll say it again. Pain, 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 will you return it? I won't say it again. Pain, 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 pain.
What have I done to deserve this? 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 What have I done to deserve this?
know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. If they ever get you down, there's always something I can do, because I wouldn't ever wanna see you frown. I'll always do what's best for you. There ain't no mistake, and it's true love we're making, something to last for all time.
Looking out for a place to go.